jail calls are recorded.
You think I wasn't gonna get at you from the inside?
He has reached out to a witness, an alleged participant in multiple freak-offs.
Then why Oprah staying quiet? Why Ellen moving to another country?
And he's asking people to intimidate witnesses or pay people off.
Don't be shocked if nobody show up to testify.
Defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony helpful to his defense.
At this time, guilty.
New York is having a problem with leaks in this Diddy case, with alleged video of the court hearings already on the internet and leaked phone calls where he's calling witnesses. Things are getting out of control and you won't believe what he says on these calls. Recently, the DA released that Diddy was contacting witnesses from jail and they were saying this is the reason that he shouldn't get bail. He was using other inmates' phone calls to three-way people who would then call the witnesses, and that's who he spoke to over the phone. There's legal documents that back up everything they said about how Diddy runs the jail and he gets inmates to do whatever he wants. Also, in a weird turn of events, the DA who brought these charges against Diddy is suddenly resigning from his position during the biggest case of his career, and that is strange. I don't know if Diddy got to him or threatened his family or what would make him step down, but this case just keeps getting weirder and crazier. So let's break down this insane phone call that we found online and see if we can figure out what he's saying and who he's talking to. Legal disclaimer, people, I'm just a guy that reacts to stuff I find on the internet, so as of right now, everything is rumors, gossip, or opinions of others until verified to be real. So legally, everything in this video is just alleged.
Are you surprised to hear from me?
No. What's going on?
You think I wasn't gonna get at you from the inside? I think you know me a little better than that.
We can't be talking right now, love.
Not exactly sure who he's called, but the DA said he was using other inmates' phone codes and calling people who were not on his list of allowed contacts. So he's clearly not caring what the rules of the prison are at this point. He wanted to talk to this person regardless.
Nah. With all due respect, my brother, how is your wife doing? I heard she's spending a lot of time on the farm and she loves talking to a pig. I told you when I went on this little road trip, I wasn't going to invite you, but I could change my mind. You understand?
Now Diddy's talking in code right here, but he mentions the word pigs, which we all know is code word for cops. And in court documents, they stated this: while at the MDC, the defendant has instructed family members and third parties to contact multiple potential victims and witnesses. The defendant has provided these instructions to others by using unauthorized means of communication, which, as described above, are difficult to monitor and often using coded language. Diddy also states taking a road trip, which I'm thinking is him being arrested and that he could invite this guy on the trip. So saying like, I could snitch on you and bring you if I want to.
Listen, everything all good. We just can't talk right now.
Now how about I just talk and you listen? You told me the storm would just come and go if I lay down and stay quiet. But the weather seemed to be getting worse. You know, I could be catching a cold, so I need to make sure you send me some vitamin E and my special K cereal.
So the code talk continues and he's talking about weathering the storm, and if he laid quiet, it would all just go away. I'm assuming he's talking about the trial. If he doesn't snitch on anyone above him, then they'll make the trial go away if he stays quiet. Even Diddy's lawyers are frustrated with him because he keeps breaking the rules behind their back and making things difficult for them trying to get him bail. Not to mention the fact that the judge even mentioned that the lawyers are lying for Diddy and making them contact people that are not on his approved list.
The defendant also frequently instructs individuals who he contacts by telephone, including family members and his attorneys, to add other individuals via three-way call. So you're trying to say his attorneys is calling three-way too?
Not exactly sure what he means by vitamin E or special K cereal, but if you guys know or decode it, leave it in the comments.
Yo, relax. Some things fell through, but everything will be back up soon. Just keep calling your family. You'll be with them soon.
Oh, I'm doing the same thing for Thanksgiving. Make sure you send it straight to the Shade Room and TMZ. Make me look like a good father, and all I need is one juror to be on my side, and this case is over.
Now, I did see the DA mention that Diddy made a post on his IG that tried to make him look real good. His entire team actually advised him against doing this. But again, Diddy went against his lawyers and frustrated them by doing it anyway.
And he allegedly ignored his lawyers when they told him not to do the social media campaign around his birthday, but he wanted to do it anyway.
All right, sing happy birthday to Daddy.
Birthday to Daddy.
We love you too.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, the video is kind of cute with the kids, but I don't see how that would make a juror think, oh yeah, he's not guilty because his kids are cute. Like, it just doesn't really make sense. On the other hand, if he's trying to make efforts to reach out to other online publications to post this stuff to make him look good, it just doesn't look good if you're doing this from the inside.
So, make sure them Amazon deliveries get back on schedule, then there won't be no need for us to talk no more.
Just chill out, Puff. I told you I'ma get it done.
You know, I've been thinking about watching a movie lately. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. Have you seen it? It's got a real famous celebrity in there, don't it?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. What's your point?
Is that who it is? Man, I thought it was a different celebrity. I guess it might have been a different movie. You know, I got a lot of movies on my mind sometimes, and I get the actors confused. Some of these actors are so good, they act like they don't even know they're being recorded. Your wife did a few movies, didn't she?
He mentions the movie Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, which that movie's about going into private elite parties where everybody's wearing masks and hooking up with each other. They're doing rituals on people, and it's actually really close to what people are saying happens at Diddy's freak-off parties. We know police have recovered plenty of freak-off videotapes and even interviewed people that they saw on the tapes to find out all the details of what happens. And we don't know which celebrities they've interviewed specifically, but we do know there's plenty of celebrity-filled tapes that are being sold behind closed doors right now because lawyers came out on national TV talking about it. We've seen people talk about seeing the tape with him and J-Lo, Justin Bieber, and who knows who else is on there that he could be referencing.
Your wife did a few movies, didn't she?
Okay, that was a long time ago, Puff. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. Just talking to an old friend. You know, I haven't talked to friends in a long time. It seemed like they forgot about me. Let's make sure they keep it that way.
Here I think it's pretty clear Diddy's referencing how none of his friends that he was close to have even spoken up about him, which is kind of crazy. Even when asked about it in person, those like Kevin Hart, Rihanna, people who've been to all his parties have all stayed quiet.
Hey Kev, when you hosted for Diddy, did you catch any baby oil?
You'll see,
When I hosted for Diddy? Yeah. You asking the wrong person the wrong question. Rihanna, did you attend any of P. Diddy's parties? Were you involved in any of the freak-off?
get out of control.
Do you have any comments about P. Diddy, the allegations?
Well, back up, look, don't lean.
You all need to speak out against this Diddy thing. What's your take now? John, you made a statement about Diddy. What? Jason, hey, my man, do you have any reaction to the Diddy scandal? Any reaction? No reaction? How's everything going?
Everything good.
Is Hollywood going to survive this Diddy thing? Like, we're worried. Will you respond? She wants to respond. Look at it. I want to ask about the Diddy scandal. Have you ever heard of anything such?
No.
Go. No? Is the Baldwin family at all concerned about Justin Bieber with this P. Diddy thing?
Now, one could say that he has them on tapes and that's why they're all quiet. Because how hard would it be to say, I have nothing to do with this Diddy case. I didn't go any parties or do anything wrong. He'll have his day in court to prove his innocence. I'm not involved in any way. I don't think that's that difficult, especially with how media trained all these celebrities are.
Let's make sure they keep it that way.
Man, what's the point of this? I told you everything straight.
Good. And make sure you keep the worm food away from my house while I'm gone. It gets messy. Too many insects start digging around. Remember when I cleaned up the worm food around your house? I kept a sample in case you need it.
I don't know what worm food is code for, but Diddy's obviously using this saying that he has blackmail and that he will use it if need be in a threatening manner, which happens to be what the DA shared as proof during the bail hearing that Cassie presented text messages showing that Diddy threatened to release freak-off tapes of her if she didn't do what he asked.
I kept a sample in case you need it.
Oh, really? Listen, don't push your limits, Puff. I ain't the one to play with. You in there, and I'm out here.
Oh, and don't have another Kit Kat. It's bad for you. She made me gain weight. And get 44 on board again. make him pull some strings again, or else.
Diddy keeps pushing forward, and he says something in a code word saying that Kit Kat, she made him gain weight. So Kit Kat is definitely a word for a person, and it's a woman, obviously, because he called her a she. He also mentions the number 44 to pull some strings, and that makes sense if you think Barack Obama was the 44th president. And you know, Suge Knight actually made a comment that him and Diddy had deals before to get his friends out of prison.
Shit, he got powerful people. One of his partners who started his company with money, President Obama, got him out of prison. So it's not like she don't have no moves.
Diddy has just been too confident, even from prison, and that's what the DA has been saying through their paperwork. He continues to break the rules consistently to his advantage, not worrying about what anybody will say, because he believes he's above the law and the rules don't apply to him.
First of all, Puff, you need to watch your mouth. You know who you're talking to? Second of all, this the that got you in the first place. You always think that you're bigger than what you really are. You need to stop trying to bite the hand that feeds you, and you wouldn't be in this position. And you don't got what you think you got.
See, this made me think of before any of this started, which was what rumors say began Diddy's downfall, and that's when he decided to sue Diageo, one of the biggest liquor brands in the world, who owns Ciroc and De Leon, and paid him a yearly salary to promote their products. But Diddy wanted ownership, and as soon as he opened a lawsuit against them, all these problems started to mount on him. I think Diddy just thought and still thinks he has so much power because he has so many big name people on cameras doing things at his parties, but so did Jeffrey Epstein. He had many huge names taking plane rides to his island where there were also cameras everywhere. Somehow nobody ever saw those tapes, and he ended up offing himself before his trial started, and the prison cameras just happened to accidentally turn off during the moment that this happened. Then they came back later. I'll let you do the math on that one.
You don't got what you think you got.
Okay, you getting all fired up. I like that, Daddy. It's all love. But if I don't got what I think I got, then why Oprah staying quiet? Why Ellen moving to another country? Why Leo been in Fiji for months? When I get this bail though, this case going away. I don't need no phones. I don't need no internet. I'll send a letter on a fucking bird. You already ruined my fucking name. And you know what that means? You going up against somebody who got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Now Diddy goes off right here on this part of the alleged recording, and I don't know how much truth there is to this. I did read that Ellen left the country, and they're trying to say that she left because of Trump, but she apparently had moved out there months before. So I don't know if this is connected to Diddy. Her relationship with him goes a long way back. Now there was another phone call. If you guys want me to go back and get it, I'll scroll through Twitter, see if I can find it. Leave me a comment and we'll go over another of the phone calls. Again, people, just reminding you, everything in this video is just alleged, rumors and gossip. Let me know what you guys think. Is it real? Is it not? Is it AI? I'm here for it. Let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.